In the heart of North America's dense forests, far beyond cell service and sound, travelers have stumbled upon something that defies logic, a staircase. Not ruins, not remnants, just stairs, clean, deliberate, leading up into nothing. Each account describes the eerie silence that falls the moment one steps closer. Hikers first reported it in the early 1990s, deep inside a restricted woodland area once used for secret government experiments. The structure was made of stone, impossibly pristine, as though untouched by time. Some called it art, others called it a trap, all agreed it felt wrong. When investigators arrived, they found no signs of construction or disturbance in the soil surrounding it. No foundation, no path, just the staircase, hovering in place. Measuring instruments malfunctioned, compasses spun wildly, and cameras refused to focus when pointed toward it. Locals whispered of screams at night, sounds that began near the stairs and faded into the treetops. The air around it carried static, and animals avoided it completely. A wildlife tracker described claw marks on nearby trees as if something enormous tried to flee but never made it far. One park ranger, an experienced man named Dalton Reeves, logged an official encounter in 2003. He reported climbing halfway up before everything went silent. No wind, no birds, no heartbeat. When he looked back, the forest was gone, replaced by an endless gray fog. Dalton descended in panic, but the steps stretched on, far longer than before. Hours passed before he reached the ground again, yet his watch claimed only 5 minutes had elapsed. He resigned within a week, never speaking publicly, but local news caught glimpses of deep scars on his wrists afterward. Researchers returned with high-tech scanning equipment, hoping to document the anomaly. Every recording came back either blank or filled with distorted screaming. One infrared image showed several human shapes frozen mid-step, but no physical people were there during recording. It's as if the staircase exists between layers of reality, sometimes solid, sometimes a mirage. Geologists argued it was a natural rock formation, but none could explain its perfect symmetry and precision-cut surfaces. Even its shadow falls at strange angles, bending light unnaturally. In 2010, online forums filled with posts from explorers who claimed to find similar staircases worldwide. Same design, same impossible placement, often near old military or disaster zones. Strangely, all photographs vanished from forums within hours of posting, leaving broken links behind. A scientist named Evelyn Carter took an interest after one appeared near her hometown. She collected rock samples that seemed ordinary under a microscope. Yet under ultraviolet light, the particles flickered like living code, a matrix of light running through the grains themselves. One theory suggests these staircases are glitches, exposed fragments of a larger simulation, cracks where different timelines overlap. If true, each step higher pulls you closer to the architecture beneath our perceived reality. Those who ascend too far might not return to the same universe. A viral video emerged in 2019, showing two figures climbing such stairs in a snowy forest. Midway, their bodies blurred, their outlines pulsing like static before vanishing completely. The person filming screamed, but when police arrived, the staircase had vanished, leaving only disturbed snow. Investigators traced the uploader's IP. It originated from a decommissioned satellite uplink 30 miles above Earth. No physical device or signal path could explain it. The case was quietly sealed by higher authorities, with records redacted and names erased from databases. Some survivors claimed hearing whispers when approaching the stairs, voices mimicking loved ones or recalling private memories never spoken aloud. The phenomenon intensified with each step, as though the structure could read thoughts and return them twisted and raw. Those who spent nights nearby reported vivid dreams of infinite staircases stretching into stars. Some woke with sand on their feet, despite being miles from any beach. Their timepieces always glitched, hours lost, loops of digital static frozen mid-blink. When government agencies attempted controlled experiments, their drones lost coordinates the moment they rose above the first step. The feed turned black, but fragments of imagery leaked onto open frequencies, impossible landscapes, floating corridors, and colossal eyes staring right back. In 2022, a group of deep web explorers launched the Ascension Project, mapping staircases globally using triangulated audio patterns. Their servers melted down within days, displaying only one phrase, "You are already at the top." None of them were heard from again. Somewhere within encrypted archives lies one unsettling audio file labeled stairway_origin.wave. When slowed down, it reveals heartbeats followed by a muffled countdown, ending with a sharp inhale. Experts analyzed it repeatedly, concluding that the sound of breathing matched the recorder, yet he never spoke. Every staircase follows the same impossible pattern, precisely 13 steps, always aligned to magnetic north. Beyond that point, compasses flip, time bends, and signals vanish. 13, the number of boundaries, between light and shadow, sanity and the unknown. What if these staircases were not built, but revealed, fragments of something buried beneath our simulation? A digital tear manifesting as stone. Each one might be an echo from unfinished code correcting itself, bridging the void between realities that were never meant to touch. One witness swore that when he touched the top step, every sound around him dissolved, replaced by a single continuous tone like a dial-up signal. The forest flickered, trees rearranged, light fractured into shards. When he blinked, it was night, yet his watch showed only seconds past. Authorities now discourage deep forest exploration in several states, citing environmental instability. Yet hikers still vanish yearly, their last GPS pings in restricted woodland zones. No rescue teams risk entering past sundown, they say compasses start pointing straight up. In many indigenous legends, stairs in the forest represent the path between realms, a test of mortal curiosity. The old belief warns never to climb unless invited by dreams. Crossing that threshold, they say, means offering your reflection to whatever watches from beneath the soil. Curiously, animals seem aware of its presence even miles away. Deer freeze mid-step, birds take new flight paths, wolves circle unseen perimeters, growling at empty space. Nature itself recognizes that something unnatural has rooted beneath the canopy. Satellite mapping occasionally glitches over known locations, replacing terrain imagery with black voids or reverse topography. When examined frame by frame, hidden within one pixel field lies a faint pattern, perfectly identical to a staircase when rotated 90 degrees. Folklore aside, scientists admit they cannot reproduce the conditions that surround the phenomenon. Gravity readings fluctuate, geochemical scans overlap in contradictory ways, and light radiation spikes precisely once every 13 hours, synchronized globally regardless of time zone. Forgotten urban legend speaks of a man who climbed all 13 steps and vanished, only to reappear decades later without aging a day. His fingerprints matched, but his memories belonged to someone who lived centuries ago. When questioned, he simply smiled and whispered, "Still halfway." The terrain around each site hums faintly, like machinery buried deep underground. Tapping the soil with metal rods produces hollow echoes, suggesting chambers below. Yet excavation efforts always end abruptly when bizarre magnetic storms disable all equipment. Those who dare to return claim the staircase slowly changes position, shifting between valleys, cliffs, and rivers overnight. Locating it again becomes nearly impossible without encountering a different configuration altogether. It moves like a living organism, adapting to avoid discovery. Comparative linguistic analysis reveals that carvings found near the base resemble hybrid codes, half numeric, half alphabetical, but forming no coherent language. Translators noticed repeating phrases resembling binary sequences intersected with ancient runes. Its message, if real, remains unreadable. Certain lunar phases, those nearby reported flashes of blinding white light followed by total silence. For several minutes afterward, no electronic device functioned within a mile. It's as though each cycle resets its surroundings, erasing digital witnesses to its presence. Government leaks mention non-terrestrial architecture appearing concurrently across continents. Files reference prototypes resembling staircases, built to experiment with dimensional resonance frequencies. The projects were abandoned after entire teams suffered psychological collapse and memory loss. Whispers on encrypted forums claim that one more step has recently appeared, a 14th. They say this change marks the completion of the sequence, whatever that means. Something is shifting within our coded fabric, waiting for those bold enough to climb higher than they should. Perhaps the staircase is not inviting us upward, perhaps it's rising toward us. Each story, each investigation, each whispered account might accelerate its approach. Somewhere out there, beneath a canopy of whispering trees, it waits, step by step, for the next curious soul. If you ever find yourself deep in the woods, and the world grows suspiciously quiet, stop. Listen closely for the faint hum, the breath of something ancient pondering your presence. Because once you notice the staircase, it has already noticed you.